Dear all, greetings. First, we have introduction to XML. XML basics. Actually, W3C, that is World Wide Web Consortium, has introduced extensible markup language, which is abbreviated as XML. Actually, it is derived from standard generalized markup language, which is called SGML. XML is a meta language. It means by using XML, we can create new markup languages. Say, for example, WML, wireless markup language. HTML also one of the very important markup language. Many of us are familiar with the hypertext markup language. HTML and XML both are derived from SGML. The purpose of HTML, hypertext markup language, displaying the content, web content. We can create a lot of links, we can include images, photos, audio, video clips. HTML can be acting as a wrapping tool. It is derived from standard generalized markup language. Like HTML, we have got XML, extensible markup language. The XML acting as a container, which is the purpose of XML is to store. So it is acting as a storage, and also XML for the purpose of transformation. You may ask a question, already we have a markup language, it's a powerful language, HTML, then why W3C has developed XML? I can say XML is not a replacement of HTML. The purpose of HTML and XML is different. HTML for display, and we can provide lot of format alignment for HTML content. But XML transforming the content, especially as like HTML, XML content is also text-based content. XML for defining the structure of each and every data available in the XML document. The main importance is given for transformation. For example, we have XML document. The XML document can be converted or transformed into any vendor products. XML not only for transformation but also for defining structure, providing tree-based structure for the content. It describes individual data component in a document. I can say a better example, we want to retrieve all employees detail in a company. The employee details such as employee ID number, employee name, contact information, and position within the company. So these are the details I have: ID number, full name, contact information, and also position. Suppose by using HTML we want to display, the sense we can use various color format, various colors, various alignment. We are giving much importance for how the content should be displayed. how the user going to view. These are the aspects of the content we are looking. But with the help of XML, we are not giving much importance for display. We are giving the importance only for how the content can be stored, how the content can be retrieved, how it can be transformed to various vendor products. This is the aim of XML. In this example, I have marked the employee's ID number, full name, contact information as well as position. This information can be created or can be included in a XML document. Say for example, in normal programming tools or any metadata oriented database, the ID number integer, name character, or it may be a string or varchar, various types, data types that we have to follow. And contact information, this is also string or it may be varchar. So this kind of specification about each and every data element we have to specify. Position, say for example, this is also character of 20, like that. So data about data, which is called metadata. This is mandatory for other data stores like Fox Pro, Microsoft Access, this kind of tools which are having the data as well as its metadata. But with the help of XML, we are going to create employee document. The employee document which has ID number, full name, contact information, position, which are in the form of text. So it is actually lightweight tool, XML, so that it can hold all the content in the form of text only. It is the advantage of XML, extensible markup language. Not only that, it is providing proper structure for the data, whatever we have in the XML document. I can show you by using HTML. If you want to display a name, address of the particular person, Mr. L. Prabhakaran, plot number 6, Gauri Nagar, Tanjore 613004. This is usually we are giving the text or content in browser. For this, we need HTML tool. By using HTML tool, we are using various tags. All the tags are predefined tags. All the tags can be used for improving the look and feel of a page. I want to have the pages blue in color, background as blue, content, that is foreground, color should be magenta or yellow or different colors, whatever we prefer. For that, specifically we apply various predefined tags to improve the look and feel of a page. Look at this. By using HTML, the content has been shown in the browser. It will be displayed like this. It's a browser. But by using extensible markup language, we can provide a structure for the content first. What is the structure? What is the use of giving this kind of structure? In the sense, once if we have given a structure for data, we can achieve reusability. This is important characteristics. So I can say address. Look at here. This is opening tag. This is closing tag. In between opening and closing tag, I have written name. This is first child element, and street, second child element. It is also closed properly. It is opening and this is closing tag. And third child element, which is city, it is also closed properly. Pin code, fourth child, closed properly. That's all. We have created address. Within the address element, I have name is a first child, street is a second, city is a third, pin code is a fourth child. So I have 4 child elements for address. I can retrieve name only, in the sense it is possible for me, or I want to retrieve pin code alone, in the sense it is also possible, but these are not possible with HTML. Before describing what is XML, I can say XML is not replacement for HTML. HTML, the purpose of HTML is display. The purpose of XML is storage. These two are a version of standard generalized markup language. So remember, HTML for designing purpose. I have designed the HTML document. It has shown my name and address. I have retrieved and I have designed same content into XML form. What is the advantage? I can retrieve address, street, city, pin code separately based on the need. It can work along with HTML. This is what transformation. If I want to focus pin code, I can retrieve, I can extract pin code of particular employee, or I can filter the content. Those employees belong to 613004. So it will be acting as a storage, as a data store, so that it is a powerful markup language, lightweight markup language. It is a kind of meta language. So I can say a lot of advantages of XML. We will discuss all this one by one. In this slide, I have differentiated the usage of HTML and XML. Directly I have displayed the content which has been shown on HTML page. It will be stored as .html, but this document can be stored with the .xml extension. The advantage of XML is to display the content whenever it is needed. How can we display? The sense through transformation process. I can say the XML can be viewed on any browsers. For that we need HTML and we need CSS, cascading style sheet, and by using style transformation language, it is exclusively for XML, that is extensible style sheet language transformation. By using this kind of tools, we can display a content, XML content on browsers. Before that, it should be stored properly. For providing proper data structure, we need XML. This is one of the important way we can provide a structure for our data. This is the raw data. It has been displayed by using this kind of tree structured XML document. Further, we will discuss what are the rules for making an XML document, how it can be saved, what are the editors we have that we will be having. The continuation of XML basics. XML cannot instruct how the content to be displayed on a browser, but HTML, with the help of predefined tags, we can start HTML tags, opening and closing tag. This is a page, in the sense the page starting and ending tag we have to specify. The HTML page will have a title, the HTML page will have a body. These are normal page will have all the information. XML content can be formatted using HTML style sheet and also extensible style sheet, as I have mentioned earlier. How XML content can be viewed on the browser? As usual, as like HTML, the XML content can be viewed on the browser. We have to specify the file name of a particular document. The XML document will save with XML extension. This is XML extension, file.xml. If it is HTML, the sense file.html. This is the way the files can be stored. Within the browser, the XML processor is available. It checks the syntax of XML document, that is structure of XML document. Further, we will discuss the structure of XML document, syntactic rules. Rules are available for making an XML document that we have to follow. The same rules will be applied on XML document. The XML processor, also called XML parser. The XML parser is one of the tools which is available on browsers. So browser will check the syntax of an XML document by reading the first statement in the XML document. It assumes that the following statements are belong to XML document. If the following statements are related to XML, then the parser will apply all the rules. The rules are predefined in the parser which is available on browser. Unlike HTML, XML does not use predefined tags, that we have to understand. All XML tags are user defined tags, not predefined tags. In HTML, there is no user defined tags. This is the major difference between HTML and XML. XML document can be validated by using two important tools. One is DTD and another one is schema. Document type definition, DTD. This is also an important tool for checking the content of XML tags. Structure of XML document also be verified by DTD. We will be discussing advantages and maximum extensions of DTD, and some of the validations are not possible with the DTD. That's what we will be having schema definition, XML schema. The entire structure starting with the XML element and its attributes and its content and its child, subchild, entire XML document can be validated by using DTD as well as schema. Both are used for validation. We may ask, then what is the purpose of XML parser? The XML parser used for checking the format. Actually, it is called a layout. I can say whether the document has root element, whether the document has followed hierarchy. So these are the rules that we will discuss in the forthcoming lectures. So initially I can say XML parser checking the format, syntax of an XML document, but DTD and schema are verifying whether the specified or expected tag name are given, whether the content has given properly, how many child element it has, whether the first child, second child content are in capital letters, whether the element has numeric data or non-numeric data. So this kind of validations can be possible with the help of DTD and schema. These validations are not done by XML parser. Remember one thing, XML parser used only for verify the structure, whether the document has created based on rules. But schema and DTD are specifying how many number of elements it has, whether the content type, whether the structure is properly written based on the rules. So these are possible with DTD and schema. And XML content can be published online using web authoring tools. These are the basics, and some of the extensions also I would like to share with you. The XML extensions can be of XLink, that is XML linking language. It creates a relationship between objects. Say for example, it links one or more XML documents, and specifically I can say the X pointer. It specifies how to reference specific structures within a document. Between the document, in the sense we should go for XLink. Within the document, I want to create a hyperlink. Say for example, I am on top of my XML document. If I am accessing any content, it should redirect me to this location. What is this? X pointer, XML pointing language. Next, the interesting one which is called XSL. Actually, the XML data is transformed into another format as HTML. So this is extensible style sheet language transformation, are also called extensible style sheet language transformation. Both are same. It is abbreviated as XSL and sometimes it is called XSLT. Both are same. XSLT. XML namespace, which provide easy access to the entire XML document structures and prevent namespace conflict. As a user, I have created one XML document with some XML elements. This is my document 1. Another user has created another XML document having the same XML element what I have created. Say for example, I have created student. This is my own XML element. The user, another user has created same XML element as student. If both we are connecting to one particular XML document, this is main XML document. So within the main XML document, we have created two XML element, student by me and one more student element created by someone. Okay. Suppose if two elements are having different child element attributes, in the sense it creates conflict. For avoiding that conflict, we can go for XML namespace that we will discuss further. Then XML schema, which describes characteristics of data structure within XML document, as like DTD, document type definition, as like DTD. Schema also performing the same kind of validation process. XPath, it is used to identify specific parts of an XML document. Actually, XPath is not a direct tool in XML. It provides the way how the document component can be retrieved or can be specified. So these are the extensions to XML. We can start with XML document creation. Before creating XML document, we should know its structure. It is quite common for all tools, markup languages. Say for example, we would like to create HTML page. The HTML page, what we do? The HTML page, I can say title, how the title should be, and main content should be displayed here, and label followed by name and other component, gender. I can have some options, radio buttons, and finally I need submit button. So we specify the structure about HTML page, how it should be displayed on a web browser. The same way, the XML document also following some structure which is called rules for making an XML document. As like HTML, XML document also contains text and it can be written using any text editor. The text editors are Notepad or WordPad and Microsoft Word or any other text based editors. And finally, the document can be saved with XML extension. And XML documents are built using text content which is marked up with the help of tags. The tags are not predefined. Remember this, it is not predefined tags, it is only user defined tags. So we have full freedom for making our own XML element tags, but we have some naming rules that we have to follow while making an XML document. Look at this example. Student, and it is closed properly /student, which is called tags can be categorized as paired and unpaired. What do you mean by paired tag? It has opening and closing tag, but unpaired tags may have only open or closing tag. This is paired and unpaired tag. Please remember, XML tags are paired tags. It should have opening as well as closing tag. I have followed the rule, one of the important rule. Student, I have shown this example only for the purpose of the XML is having not predefined tags. XML tags are user defined tags. This is an example. I can say the register number /register number. We know that opening tag does not have slash, only closing tag has slash. Then name /name, course /course. For a better understanding, I have given in different colors. What is this? It's a text. This is also a text. This is also a text. In this XML document, what is the tag? What is the parent tag I have created? Student. So this is parent tag, and these are register number, name, course or child tag. Student /student, which has 3 child element, and all the child element are closed properly. This is a small example for creating our own XML document. You may ask whether we should create only the same structure. No, you can have your own XML document, because XML documents are user perspective. Based on your previous knowledge, based on your idea, you can make your own XML document. But remember one thing, your document should follow XML rules. Thank you. जी